The year 1267. War hung in the air, its scent palpable. The mighty empire of Nilfgaard stood poised, greedily eyeing the northern realms just across the Yaruga. In light of the threat, the realm's sovereigns met in summit. They made declarations, pledged fraternal assistance, forged alliances, and then, in good spirits, dispersed. Among them, Neve, Queen of the Twin Realms Lyria and Rivia. Know the name? Heard her beauty extolled? Justly so. Remarkable she was. Not for her graceful exterior, but for her persistence and courage. Where was I? As the Queen and her retinue neared her capital, Count Caldwell appeared. In Neve's absence, the Count was to have helped her son, the youthful Prince Willem, run the Twin Kingdoms. Caldwell had clearly ridden hard. Drops of perspiration dangled from his whiskers, his neck red and chafed from a ruff, starched stiff.
Hail, Your Majesty! Delighted to see you in good health. The summit, it ended fruitfully, I hope?
Yes, at its end, letters were exchanged, documents signed. Paper. Time will tell of what value. That will suffice as cordialities go, Caldwell. Tell me what's happened, for I sincerely doubt sheer longing prompted you to ride out.
Indeed, Your Grace. Another circumstance inspired me to do so. The strays of Sparla, the bandits, I was to tend to during Your Grace's absence. The situation's gotten out of hand, I fear.
Steady, Caldwell. Come now. Deep breath. All right. Speak.
As Your Grace ordained. I set out and was nipping at the bandits' tails for long. We pursued for weeks, until scouts returned, having sighted the strays' camp in the forest near Locheren. We waited for nightfall, to surprise them as they slept. Alas, it proved a ruse. We found the tents empty. Straw-stuffed dummies round the fire. Soon, we learned that as we waited for the sunset, the strays had snuck away, rounded our positions and ridden.
I beg your pardon, my lord. The tax collectors.
So the gold?
It's stolen, Your Grace. But I shall do all in my power to recover it.
After weeks in the saddle, Your Grace's wishes are modest. A hot bath and a night's sleep in her own bed. Yet I must look personally to this matter. Your force, Caldwell, I will now command. You... Do you see now, Reynard? I believe I foretold it would be thus. My son wasn't ready in the least to rule an entire country.
I confess, Prince Willem has much to learn yet.
Yes. And very little time.
Thought it were bandits riding in.
They stretched her over.
Rather die than tell him she would. But
Count Caldwell rode at the column's head, scanning its flanks with a wary eye that, despite his advanced age, proved very sharp.
An outrage!
Wait. Your speed to attack. 1.5.
As a result of the earth they are raised, they follow you into fire. You need simply say
I shall teach you to respect the crown, you dogs!
Rebel body! You can't tell you this.
Idiot.
Let's raise up to the room! Yes, now we play the shore. Tell the horns, maybe sing praise of this triumph lady. Formation, protect the queen!
Aye.
We're on the storm, no one music.
You'll listen to me all later. I'm listening, love you, man.
Back to one and a half, all you do it. I congratulate you,
Matters seem indeed to have gotten out of hand, to put it mildly.
Neve said, arms crossed atop her shining breastplate.
They've grown bold. Doubtless after the raid on the manor, the tax collectors have...
I do adore this prospect.
Yes. Lyria, the Pearl of the North. With its hills and dales. Why, its beauty matched only by that of its queen.
After 3 weeks in the saddle, I've my doubts, Count. We shall pitch camp here. Our soldiers need respite. A spell of it they deserve. A bit of respite, Reynard?
Yes. But
At ease, Reynard. Don't you find it wearisome sitting alone? Wouldn't you prefer another's company? Swapping tales with the innkeep, even?
your concern I most appreciate.
Has it always been thus with you?
Quite the contrary, Your Grace. As a youth, I gloried in company, delighted in conversation.
So what was it that changed you?
That delight nearly cost me my head.
I don't.
I had but 20 winters behind me when I enlisted. To earn that respect became...
Well, a brilliant strategist Reginald was not. They dubbed him the courageous, not the cunning for...
It was not long before the court-martial took butt. Reginald listened.
Indeed. Though...
It was then I swore two things.
And you never did. I thank you for sharing that tale, Rip. Alas, I've come...
A harsh judgment, Your Grace.
And is thus fully grown. Yet I left the land in his care for...
We might yet learn...
Would that it were so, Rain. It's time I...
Is this what I pay taxes for? To be robbed along the high road, and in broad daylight, no less? Were it not for... They told me that... Is this what I pay taxes for?
Gods have mercy. Whatever is this?
Many trees we fell.